walking along my own business, and I see a house. The only house anywhere around. There's a road over there where it's either a road or that's the PCT. I honestly couldn't begin to tell you. I'll find out when I get there, I guess. I was absolutely amazed. I saw a house. That's crazy. Apparently, there's a path. It's like a low dip in between one mountain. So I'm leaving this mountain and I'm going to this mountain. So that's apparently what a pass is. I don't know what I look for. So I'm seriously thinking to turn around and say, screw this fucking bullshit. Fuck the border. This is this is some fucked up shit. That's the trail. That's the trail. That snowy bullshit that I gotta go walk through, that's the fucking trail. And I've already walked through some serious snowy bullshit. And it's straight the fuck down. You fall, you're done. This is so fucking hard. The other way, from what I understand, isn't much better, so I don't know. I just don't know what to do. But then I know I have to walk back through this fucking bullshit again. Alright, well, let me just try to decide. This is a snowfield that I walked through. I did it. I made it. It wasn't that bad, actually. Somebody had already post-holed through it, so I didn't have to do much but step in somebody else's footsteps, so it wasn't terrible. Here's my view. Here's my view right now. I'm on my very first switchback. There's a mountain in front of me. Very big mountain in front of me. I'm on my first switchback. It's where they zigzag up the mountain so you don't have to go straight up. And I just talked to another chick that's on the trail. And she said to stop worrying about that sheer up, because it probably isn't nearly that bad because there isn't that much elevation that we actually have to do. We stay at I'm at about 6,200 feet. We stay within the 62, 68, 69 range, so it won't be terrible, she said. But again, if I don't like what it looks like, it ain't gonna happen. Oh, look, there's a fire tower up there. Right there. Can you see it? Gonna make everybody have Blair Witch syndrome. Nauseous from watching my shit. But there it is, right up there. All right, I think these are creeping phlox. That like everybody's got in their gardens. Only they grow wild here. I mean, they're all over the place. They're so cute. They don't have any smell though. There was a wild lilac earlier. I forgot to take a picture of it, but it was very, very fragrant. I mean, everything on the trail smelled like it was very floral. It was awesome. Flower that I think is a lilac, but I don't actually now that I'm up close and personal with it. But I'm telling you what, this thing smells fantastic. It's all at the ridge right here. It's just the whole place. I wish I had smell vision. The whole place smells like this purple flower. It's good. So I've come to an executive decision. I've stopped for the day. I stopped at probably about 1 o'clock. It's about 4 o'clock now. I took a nap because the stress was killing me. I've hiked through, I don't know how many snowfields, a lot of them. And I just passed, about 12:30, I passed 2 people who started yesterday morning. They went up, got to Rock Pass, and they said that the snow was too bad to pass there. So it's the second person, but the first person was like a week ago. So I didn't know if it was gonna still be like that. You know, we were hopeful that it was gonna be better. But they said it was just too dangerous, so they opted out. So when they told me that, I started looking for a place to pitch my tent. I'll start hiking back out of here tomorrow. And I only literally, because of that snow, it took me till noon to hike 3 freaking miles. It was so hard. So hard. I've never hiked through snow before. I mean, but mostly because I hate winter hiking. I hate it. But I've decided that this is the best option for me. I might, I'll be in Oregon in August. I might, by August, all this bullshit will be gone. I might just come back, tag the border, and then go back to where I was at. Just depends on, money situation, whether I can hitch a ride that far. I don't know, this is a long way for somebody to drive you. Or if I can fly back here, but then it's a pain in the ass trying to find a ride from SeaTac to Hearts Pass because nobody wants to drive this bullshit. Although there are trail angels that do it, so maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be able to figure some kind of transportation out for August, like mid-August, because that's probably when this bullshit will all be melted. Although I have to say the 2 kids and I say kids because they're in their early 20s, and they said that the the snowfield that I was walking through when they found me, I couldn't find the trail. And they were standing on the bottom of it, and I'm looking everywhere for the switchback that is supposed to go through this particular area, and you can't find it because the whole side of the mountain was covered in snow. So I made my own trail. So did they, because there's just, and if the trail was what I thought the trail was, it was a river anyway. So I made my own way, they made their own way. Pretty much they followed my footsteps, I followed theirs. They told me that where I was walking was completely snow covered just yesterday morning when they went through. Well, yesterday afternoon when they went through. And by the time I got there today at 12:30-ish, 12:15 I think is when I ran into him, they told me that it had, the green patches that were actually there, which was what I was walking on, weren't there at all the day before when they walked through. So I am super hopeful, because it's hotter than hell up here. I'm super hopeful that by the time I get to some of that tomorrow, there'll be some more melt that has happened. I'm going to try to get out here early enough that I can slap on my crampons and walk across it with the spikes on without much difficulty. But today was something. There is nothing on my body that doesn't hurt today. I have fallen in the snow 4 times. I slid down the side of a mountain in the snow. Not very far. It was only about a foot. But it was far enough to scare the shit out of me. And I didn't eat lunch today because I was so nauseous. And I'm not sure. I'm only at 6,000 feet, and I don't know when you start getting altitude sickness. But I woke up kind of nauseous this morning, so maybe it's by a person kind of thing. I've never gotten it before, and I've definitely been up higher than this. And when I was in, I'm at like, I think I'm right now, I'm at 6,500. But, I mean, when I was in Yellowstone and Glacier and Tetons, I was in the 8,000 to 10,000 range, and I never felt sick the whole time I was there. So, it might just be the stress of having to do this today. I had terrible dreams all night. But I just, I slept good, but I just had terrible dreams all night. So, I'm just it's only 4 o'clock. I'm gonna start making myself some dinner soon because I started getting hungry. Everything I have hurts. My whole legs hurt. I'm gonna get some ibuprofen. I should have gotten it before I laid down for my nap because I've stiffened up now. Burned the shit out of myself on my stove yesterday. It's really bad. Lots of fun. Here, I'll show you. Burned. So, when I get to hiking, if it's not any better, so I'm going to have an extra 2 days of food, which is awesome, because I'm going to take my damn time getting to hiking, because if it's anything like this, which I have a feeling it'll be something like this, although it'll have at least 2 days to melt before I get there, I'll stop at the store at Stike and then get some Neosporin for this lovely thing, because some with lidocaine. It hurts, but anyway, it's been a rough day. Been a really rough day. And the chick that told me that we're at a certain elevation, she just cruising right along. She wasn't very far ahead of me, because I passed 2 other hikers who were just here they weren't doing the PCT, they were spending the night here to look at the mountains. Which is something to see, you know, definitely something to see. There's some pretty views over here, but I set up my tent so that I can see the mountains in the morning when I wake up. If it's not dark, well, no, I'm not doing any of that in the dark. Forget about it. Hell no. Sheer drops down the icy cliff. Hell no. No. Doing it all in daylight. Gets daylight about 5 o'clock here. But it was so hot today. I'm burnt. I tell you, I'm just burnt. Arms burnt, neck's burnt. I can feel my neck. My nose is still burnt from Seattle. And the flies here. What the hell? I mean, I'm looking at them. I've got one trapped in my tent. I can't seem to get it out. But, I mean, he didn't bother me too much. But yeah. Start over tomorrow, because I just couldn't do it. I mean as soon as I talked to the 2, because they were all gung-ho when I talked to them the night before. Yeah, we're going to get up early in the morning, we're going to go, and we know people who've already made it, and they made it up that, you know, apparently it's like you have to go down a slope that has all this ice on it, and it's just not safe. So, I am promised I wouldn't do anything, and I don't want to do anything. I mean, today was enough. Had enough today. But I pitched my tent about 1 o'clock, because they're about 30 minutes after I talked to them. I found a camping spot, and I just pitched my tent. Took a nap, because I was tired. I was very tired. Shoved my phone on the solar charger, and put my boots in the sun so they could dry, because my feet were wet all day. All day wet. Wet, cold, wet. Socks are drying on a stump over here. So hopefully everything's dry by the morning so that I can put it all back on again and get the hell out of here. I've only got 7 miles to Heart Pass, so where I started at. It's not terrible. 3 of that is gut-wrenching, but I can do it. I got this. Because once I get past those 3 miles, the 4 miles after that, nothing. It's just like hiking, and I like to do that. So I'm gonna get out of here tomorrow. Get down to Hearts Pass. I have no idea what time I'll get there. It just depends on how fast I can get through that snow tomorrow. Because I mean, I started at 7. It took me 5 hours to get 3 miles to 3.5 miles. 5 hours to get 3.5 miles because of that fucking snow. So, I might get there dark. I don't know. I mean, I don't want to pay dude $8 to camp there again. So, I'll probably hike to PCT a little bit. I think there's a PCT campsite. Obviously, the ones on PCT are free. I think it's not very far in. I might be able to kick it out. I mean, and it's hopefully, come on now. There's got to be some hope here that all of that, not all of the snow is going to be gone, but a good portion of it, I think, will have melted by today. Because I mean, it was a hot one. You think mountains, and you look at snow, and you think that it's going to be cold up there. Let me just tell you, it was every bit of 80 degrees up here today. Every bit of it. Of course, I don't have any internet, so I got no idea what the temperature was. I'm having, withdrawal. I want to talk to people that I know a little bit. But everybody around here has been really nice. There's been 3 guys that went that way. I know they're probably the ones that were planning on getting here at 8:30 this morning. Well, leaving Seattle at 8:30 this morning, because honestly, it didn't make it very far. And apparently I'm very weak because, I don't think I was much slower than she was. I stopped to get water when she just kept going, because there's a lot of water sources around here. I never had to worry about water. And the mountain water, delicious, just so tasty, so tasty, I have to say. Really good water. I'm gonna have a hard time switching back to tap water after this because there's no, it's almost sweet. It's, I don't know. I've never had water like it. I mean, everything I've ever had tastes like sulfur or bleach, so. But it's delicious. It's some delicious water. Alright, I'm gonna make myself some dinner. Maybe I'll hike up, and somebody said that the view up there is really pretty, and I'll just not go with my pack, obviously. Leave my pack behind. Just hike up there and see what's going on. Because I heard the view up there is phenomenal. Although the view right here is phenomenal. I mean, I'll just sit on the hill. Mountain. Hill. What hill? There's no hill around here. There are no hills here. Nope. Alright. Dinner time. Alright, bye.
The flies are ridiculous. Now, all of those flies are in between the screen and the rain fly. So they're not in here. I'm really super happy about the screen. But there's so many flies. It's ridiculous. I mean, look at all of these. So many flies. Buzz, 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 buzz. But they're not in here, so I'm good. Laying here in my tent. It's almost 7. Fighting the urge to start walking back, but the next tent site is too far away for me to even think about, really. And it's past a really, really bad snowy field, and it's not cold enough. I just want to go back so I can start again. Oh well, my dirty hair. Ew. Just to hike it. There's a shower and just hike it for me. Let's see. There's also a bakery there, so I'm gonna get myself a baked good. That is my clothing bag. Makes a really nice pillow. Yep, just a hiking. It's 50 miles just to hiking, so 3.5 days, I think. 15 miles. Oh, depends on how many miles I can walk. But it doesn't matter. I get 2 extra days of food now because I'm not gonna continue this route. So everybody get to hear from me a little bit sooner. I'll call some folks, the kids mostly. Let her know that what I did. Alright. I might go to bed early. I'm tired. That nap helped, but not enough apparently.